How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I was a little late seeing this movie, a few days late, but I thought I'd make a review for it nonetheless because I have some thoughts on it, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie, probably the most controversial MCU movie that we've maybe ever had, kind of, I don't know. It's the second MCU film to get a rotten rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and I already made a whole entire video going over that, and basically just kind of discussed that, even though Rotten Tomatoes has a low score for the movie, doesn't mean I'm any less excited for the film, to be honest, because Rotten Tomatoes has some very strange ratings, and their rating system is weird. It just is, and yeah, I made a whole video on that, but in terms of what my thoughts on the film were, now that I can sort of form my own opinion on the movie, I thought it was alright, and that's kind of what I expected, so I'm not exactly underwhelmed or anything, which I suppose is good, but yeah, I'd probably give this like 3 out of 5 stars. That's what I gave it on Letterboxd. It's decent, it's not horrible, but it definitely didn't hit me in all the right places. And to be honest, I would probably say it's the worst Ant-Man film out of the trilogy. I would definitely watch Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp over Quantumania for sure, because they have Luis in them. No, but in all seriousness, I mean, this movie's just a little wacky, a little zany. I mean, it is called Quantumania, and, it felt a little too weird, and to be honest, I'll say this, Peyton Reed, the director, it almost felt like he was trying to make some, like, knockoff Star Wars film. I'm not gonna lie, that was the vibe that was going through my mind the entire time watching this movie, believe it or not. Kind of felt like it was just trying too hard to be Star Wars. I mean, there's that one point in the movie where they go to that bar and, you got all the, like, the broccoli monster quantum person, whoever the hell that was, and all those weird little creatures. It was very reminiscent of, like, the cantina in Mos Eisley in Star Wars, and I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who kind of felt this way, and maybe I feel like Peyton Reed was like trying to make Kang like Darth Vader or something, and all those soldiers he had were the stormtroopers. I don't know, guys. Am I just grasping at straws here? Maybe, but in terms of Kang the Conqueror, was he cool in this movie? Obviously played by Jonathan Majors, and he was a big part of this movie. A lot of people were very excited to see him, and yeah, he was decent. He was good. Jonathan Majors definitely gave a good performance, and he was probably one of the better things about this film. There's a lot of people saying the acting wasn't that good in this film. The actress who plays Cassie, I forget the actress's name, but a lot of people weren't too thrilled with her performance in this, and some people were upset that she was not miscast, but recast rather, although some people think she was miscast. Yeah, I can understand why some people were a little upset about the recast. I mean, it doesn't like ruin anything really, but I mean, yeah, she wasn't a fantastic actress, but it's more so of a nitpick. I don't know. I mean, there definitely should be more emotional punches in this film. And a lot of that, that maybe the acting could have helped some of the emotional moments in this movie. You have Cassie just kind of saying, "Dad!" So, maybe a little bit of a weak actress, but, it's still kind of a nitpick in my opinion. Just a little bit. I don't know. But I'm very surprised no one died in this film. I also made a whole video going over who I thought was going to die in the movie, and a lot of people were like, Scott's going to die. I never thought that, of course, but I was like, okay, Hank could die, Janet could die. I said maybe even Hope could die. But no one died, interestingly enough. And I believe they're making a 4th Ant-Man film, so I suppose that makes sense. They want to continue with these characters, although Michael Douglas doesn't seem like he wants to continue. He wants money, so he's like, it depends how much they pay me. Or he said something like that in an interview I saw. Some funny stuff. But yeah, I was a little surprised no one died. But this movie, had some humor. There was some funny moments with the one guy who was obsessed with holes. That was kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. What was his name? Veb or something? I don't know. That was kind of funny. There's a few other funny moments, the Baskin-Robbins jokes and all that. I liked when Ryan Bergara from Watcher showed up. That was as a cameo. I wasn't expecting that. You also have MODOK in this movie, and some of the humor comes from him as well. Obviously, he's Darren, Yellow Jacket from the first film, which we already knew that. He's a little weird. A lot of people were clowning on his design. His design looked kind of goofy, but MODOK looks goofy just as a character in general. So, he's kind of a difficult character to execute in live action, in my opinion. Which, yeah, I agree. Just, well, a lot of people have been saying that, and yeah, he's definitely weird, funny looking. But towards the end of the movie, when he when he dies, this review will say spoilers in the title, so no worries. But when he died at the end, it was pretty funny actually. He was like, "At least I died being an Avenger," and Scott's like, "Yeah, sure." They tried to do like a mini redemption arc for him. It was kind of funny. A little too late. And then I guess, I mean, that's really all I have to say about the movie, apart from the post-credit scenes, which were just setting up Kang, the different versions of Kang throughout the multiverse, and apparently, a bunch of them are kind of getting together in that like arena-looking thing. And then the last post-credit scene was with obviously Loki and what's his name, Morbius or something? Not Morbius, Mobius. Mobius. I don't know. Owen Wilson's character from obviously Loki. And Kang shows up, a different version of Kang shows up. And I'm sure Kang will play a bigger role in Loki Season 2. I believe that's already been confirmed that Kang will be playing a bigger role in Loki Season 2. And obviously, the Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, who knows, with all the Avengers movies, Kang is going to be a very big presence moving forward in the MCU. And was this kind of a good introduction? I mean, he was already introduced in Loki Season 1, but this was his first film that he was in. Was this kind of a good introduction to him? Maybe, kind of. It was good, I guess. And overall, the movie, I thought it was fine. It wasn't horrible. I don't think it deserves to be rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not even the worst MCU film, in my opinion. It's just fine. And yeah, I didn't hate it, didn't love it, but there you go. That's kind of my general thoughts on the movie. But of course, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. What did you think? Was it your least favorite Ant-Man movie? Was it your most favorite Ant-Man movie? I mean, who knows? Yeah, let me hear all the hot takes down in the comments. But yeah, if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.